The exaltation of the cross. The cross was a terrible torture that probably came from the Persians. Romans used it only for slaves and foreign rebels. On this note, the cross was seen as a symbol of injustice, cruelty, torture, rejection, defeat, failure, suffering, and even death. Jesus died on this shameful tree. With the resurrection of Jesus, the cross became the symbol of love, the symbol of sacrifice, the symbol of triumph, and the symbol of salvation. This cross represents the definitive triumph of God's love over all evil in the world, and for us, it is a means to adore and praise our Lord Jesus Christ, because by his holy cross, he has redeemed the world. The people of Israel, languishing in the desert, were bitten by serpents as a punishment for their sins, and could only be saved from the death by looking upon the emblem that Moses raised up. Foreshadowing what? Foreshadowing the cross that will put an end to sin and death and also bring our salvation. God's only begotten Son had to be lifted up just as Moses was lifted up. Just as Moses lifted up the serpent in the desert, so that all who looked upon him with faith might have life. After Constantine's edict of toleration, placing a crucifix in churches, in homes, in classrooms of schools, and in other institutions, or wearing this image on other persons, is a constant reminder and witness of Christ's ultimate triumph, his victory over sin and death through his suffering and dying on the cross. Today is the feast of the exaltation of the cross, and it reminds us of the importance of the cross in the lives of the Christian and in our own life. The cross is a universal symbol today. Countless generations of artists have turned it into a thing of beauty to carry in procession or worn as a jewelry. Crosses are often used for decoration and remain fashionable today in the form of necklaces, brooches, earrings, and other things alike. Even musicians wear big cross when going to the stage. The sign of the cross is a universal Christian symbol, even used by athletes before or during play. People make crucifixes and crosses of all shapes and sizes, in wood or in metal, simple ones and very beautiful ones, poor ones and others enriched with precious stone. The cross was a sign of cruelty and death, but now it has become an object of great respect. It has gradually become, for some Christians, their identity. Inasmuch as this happens, there are so many Christians who are afraid and ashamed of wearing the cross, or talk less of the crucifix. They have no crucifix in their walls, in their houses. Inasmuch as this happens, there are many Christians who are afraid and ashamed of wearing a cross or crucifix. They have no crucifix on the walls of their houses. In effect, they are ashamed to be known as the followers of the crucified one. Still, others have crucifixes in their homes, but what can be known about that? They are no different from the pictures of singers and athletes in their homes. The presence of the crucifix means really nothing to them. They are allowed to be decorated by the dust and cobwebs. Crosses to some is meant just to decorate the tombs with decaying corpses. They no longer look at the cross as the center of their faith. Jesus taught us the following about the cross. If you want to become my follower, deny yourself, take up your cross and follow me. Luke chapter 9 verse 23. To take up the cross in this way, we need to do more than wear a crucifix or placing it in our homes, in our surroundings. It involves accepting self-denial, accepting sacrifice as part of our daily lives. Another word for the cross is love. Love is measured by sacrifice. People love much, sacrifice much. The cross, therefore, is not only an instrument of torture, not only an instrument of suffering or of defeat. It expresses complete transformation and reversal of all evil. The cross has many things to offer. It speaks of hope, love, victory of non-violence over oppression. It speaks of God raising up the lonely, empowering the weak, conquering division, overcoming hatred with love. The cross is a sign of salvation. The cross is a sign of healing for all the oppressed. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.